Tyranny. Path of the Damned difficulty. Lawful stupid roleplay. I always forget about that. Alright, let's start this shop. I don't have much time to play today. Maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes, less. I don't know. I probably will only be able to buy stuff from that vendor. Maybe talk to the captains. Maybe even. I think I'm going to start streaming after these loads. Takes forever. Must be my crappy hard drive. No doubt. Holy shit. I think that it's really surprising is how little resources this game demands. Honestly, I am quite surprised. Barely uses the GPU or the CPU for that matter. Ooh, I wonder if it will load. I did load alright. Stuck to the vendor. Fatebinder, what an honor to have one of Dunan's courts visit our humble holdfast. It supplies? If so, come here, you have come to the right place. So what will it be today? Yeah. This is the lawful way. I trust you've been granted proper stewardship of the goods you are peddling. Well, you see, Fatebinder, I think so. I have been handed these bits of scripts, but I'm not a woman of letters. Numbers are my strength, as you can imagine. Let me see them. Certainly, good Fatebinder. A cursory read indicates this merchant is granted the unlimited right to trade in a logistical capacity. When not supporting an active battle, she has the right to trade grain, copper, and olives. Okay. Where did you get these? It's true, I'm a woman, I forget. Harshian Bronze acquired this on my behalf from Arcontuno agents, I believe. Do you see any issue? Everything seems in order. Well, naturally, just because we fight dirty doesn't mean we trade dirty. Well, most of the time at least. Okay, let's see what you have. I'm not going to bribe her. Or what I should say is take a bribe. I don't have any money, do I? Let's see what we can send. Fish, their money. There. Broken helmet. Sword. This is broken. Bent. Okay. I will keep what actually works. Water. Okay. Door magic skill. Okay, that seems decent. A 4 gold. Armor. What? Quality levels. Common, fine, superior. Alright. Limit boundaries. Limitless boundaries? Timeless form? Light siege. What the hell does this mean? The duration. Okay. Increases the area of effect. Healing potion 50. Jesus Christ. 50 copper. How do I sort this shit? No wonder they value iron so much if bronze is the medium of exchange. Corrode, recovery. Basically, I save it's better actually. Well, bronze axe, bronze hammer, leather buckler, camping supplies. She doesn't have. Does she have potions or not? Jesus Christ. What's this? This is the rest of the stuff? Holy Christ. Doesn't have any armor, which is sad. Is this maxed out? Yeah. Ah, there are iron rings, alright, that makes sense. Okay, that's good. So she does not actually sell what's up there.
On it.
I don't walk. Okay, let's talk to these dudes. Prisoner says his name is Tarkis Demus. I don't think it is a complicated matter. He dies. His family has been a driving force in the Bendring Guard. Killing him should demoralize whatever is left of his clan. All must be given a chance to find absolutions in the service of the Scarlet Chorus. But you know full well this has always been our way. He has a chance to be a slave or soldier. Only then do we feed him to the pigs. We would let you take prisoners, but you can control them. You send these conscripts out on patrol and they never return, defecting all over again. Can this nonsense strategy continue? Well, I insist this oath-breaker be taken to the voices of Nerat, leaving us at an impasse. Unfortunately, we have Fightbiter here to settle the matter. So what say you? What should become of the prison? No, we execute him. That's what I gathered. We're executing everyone. Execute him. One chance to surrender is enough. The Tyranny can be trusted. Rakes, thieves, and whores, nothing more. We were far too merciful this time. Have this one tied up. He and his friends can watch the other rot in the sun. I won't keep you here any longer, Fatebinder. I know you have important business for the glory of Kairos. Yeah, that's the truth. Can I talk to these dudes? I sing the anthem of pain. see what this dude say. Pathfinder, a pleasure to have you join us. You've nearly known one of Danton's officers, but ready until the fight breaks out. Can clearly hold your own. And thank Kiros for that. There's been too much talk of late and not enough action. The Archon of War is planning his next move. Would you have him hasten his plans for your impatience? Never, ma'am. Graven Ash protects. I'm just eager to see the Vendrian Guard buried under their own patched defenses. Need something? What have you survived? In my early days, I broke from my phalanx and ran at an enemy, received a spear in my guts for my efforts, took the better part of an afternoon for the Archon's protection to patch me up, learned a valuable lesson too. When I was at Ashur, I caught a hammer blow to the side of the head. I remember it's a ringing sound and the feeling of my skull shatter from jawline to ear to top. I woke up hours later. The medic says there is a piece of helmet locked in my brain. My badge, my reminder. I told to the great general, he gives us strength to fight when others would flee and stand when others would fall. What a pile of dung. They write out one thing, they say would have taken too many blows to the head. She scoffs and crosses her arms. You don't believe in Ash's protection? I believe it all right, but I don't buy that he's doing anyone a favor. In war, death is a lesson, survival is its own reward. If Ash protects his soldiers, the weakest of them occupy a space in the phalanx that could be put to better use. No, I actually... Graven Ash protects his soldiers, giving him the chance to improve, which is more than the Oasis of Nerata knows. Off to an early start adjudicating the problems between our camps, are we? The Oasis of Nerata doesn't give his soldiers anything but purpose. He barely even fits us. We take everything we want, including our advancement. Why hasn't the siege been resolved? It's because the Scarlet Chorus scoff of the Great General's plans and they aren't carrying their weight. They should be using their great numbers to patrol and harass the enemy. If you ask me, I think they are intentionally going easy on the Oathbreakers. Even if I listen to us as are they capable of following orders? The Scarlet Chorus doesn't have a chain of command. The Starrabble gang bosses cutting each other's throats for advancement, pissing on the skateboard like a badge of honor, if you don't mind me saying that. Okay. I actually... Alright, let's go. Let's talk to this dude. Well, at least that's good. This way I don't know. I know who to talk and who not to talk. Let's get the fuck out of here. No voice acting really destroys the atmosphere. At least in my opinion. You there! End this, I beg you. But you make a better warning to ours while you're still twitching. Neighbor, we need to muster the strength to reply. The Oathbreaker turns away in pain. That's the truth. Seeing someone suffer is a match. The edging ruins. Here? Okay. It's nested within the apex western range, serving as the gateway into Vendrian's well. Kiros' forces have recently transformed it into a full-blown garrison. ward off insurgents desperate to leave the well. $3 hours, yeah, why not? Like I care. Proclaim Kyros's edicts to the Archons. Okay. Take what you can carry out, leave the cart, otherwise we seize you and your wares. This is robbery. This is Kyros's law. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Hail, Fatebinder, the disfavor scout notes your approach. Comes on up ahead, don't mind us, we're just clearing the rubble. I still don't understand what I've done to offend. I respect that these are now disfavored lands, and I'm happy to give the Legion a proper toll, but she's going on out trading rights. What nonsense is that? I am not allowed to trade one thing for another. It's not like I'm selling weapons to angry peasants or anything of the sort. I'm going with number 2. The Overlord regulates all trade. If you lack the proper permits, your goods are forfeit. A trade permit? Well, how was I mean? To whom will I speak to such a thing? Not us, not our problem. May march your boat to Astrid City and plead your case before Tunon. He will lighten your burden and relieve your wares first. That should make the long trek a bit more bearable. Anything that to are good for Tunon may be argued before me. What's here to discuss? We should kill this mongrel. If the Fatebinder wishes to wait on the matter, courtesy demands we listen. This is a disfavored matter, but I know the agents of the court do sure love to throw their judgments around. Well, you could rob me now and have my supplies today, or you can leave me alive and I have fermented honey all year long. Even now, a few family recipes for painkillers and hill drops. Certainly any army would need those. Okay, I'm going with Lawbreaker. You have a lot of perishable goods, but no holding crew. You're just about to filuto. I don't know what you're getting at. Let's go. How stupid do you think I am? Slow down, I'll tell you everything, don't hurt me. I found most everything out in the forest of the valley. I would keep my head low when I heard sounds of combat, then I would take a look, grab whatever wasn't claimed by the first victors. So then you stole from the disfavored dead? How else did you get your hands on that iron? We would come here and sell us our own armaments? If anything has an owner, I'll return it, but this iron would have turned to rust if I left it in the mud. The disfavored are few in number, is that not right? You need a man like me to gather up supplies that would otherwise go to waste. Huh. Let's go with number 2. The skateboard will tolerate your presence, but you will pay them handsomely for such charity. We will? We will. It sickens me to make exceptions for this vulture. If you supply the skateboard will profit, perhaps this indiscretion is for the best. It's not like our larders are overflowing. A work slave to scratch provisions would be an asset, that's what I think. Thank you for interceding on my behalf. I know my life will now depend on showing the skateboard due gratitude for suffering my presence. If I must grow a bit to earn my daily grain, so be it. Not too sure what just happened. Okay.
Right.
Slow down a moment. I know we're pretty eager to watch the Archon's beaker or tactics like a pair of magpies. But I need to ask something first. What? The voices of Nera told me that you have come as a mediator. Considering the source, well, I can't help but feel I'm only hearing half the story. So let's have it out. What's so special about you? I'm here to deliver an edict from Kyros. That makes a crazy kind of sense, considering how long the siege has taxed the armies. Can understand why Kyros would send you an edict to speed things along. Have you read it? Do you know what it says? The Archons must claim Ascension Hall by the Day of Swords, or all will perish. The traditional throne room of the Queens of the Apex. The throne stands directly in the moat. Okay. One more thing for the Archons to fight over. Well, thanks for cluing me in. If Kyros sends any lighting our way, let me tell you when to knock. What else have the voices of Nerat told you? Only that I couldn't find you in entering ruins. Truthfully, I could have picked you out of a crowd. You're the only one of us that hasn't spent the last few months bathing in the stink of the Matani River. Alright, let's go and talk to the Archons. This wartime is just part of the camp. And I think, be careful and read these sonor types. They take their work seriously, and most have suffered too many blows today. Let's go to the camp. We can rest while using camping supplies. Go no further. You approach the disfavored ground. State your business. I am a Tunan's fate miner. Stand aside. I am expected. Ah, so you're the fire starter. Sevius and the company is returning from the burning library, telling some harrowing stories about Kyros' edict of fire. I think myself brave, but I'm happy to have seen that far away. Must have been a terrifying honor to be the messenger of such righteous force. Go on in, the Archons are expecting you. You'll find them in the war tent. Okay. Barrick Dotarian. The Rod of Strength. Jesus. So many NPCs. At least I can ignore most. This is great. you. By Sotanis, repairing weapons with scrap isn't exactly what I got into this craft. Their supplies are spent. Why not forge bronze? Bronze will do in a pinch, don't get me wrong. You can take a beating and bend back to shape, unlike this stern iron we have here. And we always have plenty of tin and copper lying around, so supplies aren't the problem. It's a rare smith who can churn out military-grade bronze consistently. More often than not, it comes out soft. Look around camp, we're garbling the Legion head to toe in iron because it's cheaper and easier to produce for the masses. Wouldn't do that with bronze. They call the Speedrun the Iron Legion for a reason. Strategy and skill may be our backbone, but our clothes are made of iron, the good stuff that comes from the smiths in Lethian's Crossing. You mentioned a shortage? I'm afraid so. The last shipment sent down the Matani went missing near Echo Cold Crossing. And I'm afraid we won't be seeing any more now that they have been seen. Forge-bound iron is students' responsibility. Why is this the first time I'm hearing of it? Keep your voice down! Raven Ash doesn't want to cause panic or pass information to a veteran guard. Best case scenario, the iron tumbled off a boat and is rusting in the rear, but worst case, the tap in enemy hands. If I find myself in Echo Call, I will look for it. I appreciate that, as does the great general. More than you might guess. Maybe he is quick to offer his thanks to outsiders, but I know he will be grateful for your help. I would be a boon to the war effort if our iron was recovered. You can trust me to handle it. I knew that Dunan wouldn't have dispatched you without good reason. The court isn't exactly known for gambling when the stakes are high. You see that? That is how we tell apart the iron shipments from the rest. Notches on the wood, I don't see shit. Inconspicuous so people don't go snooping around. You will want to keep your eye out for these good hunting. Notches over there. Echo Cold Crossing. Those dudes always there? I think so.
What have we here?
Ooh. Shkria and Lucretia and Marcus. I'm Lucia, this is Marcus. And you must be a fate binder. We have been assigned to Baby. Assigned to your hospitality while you remain in this favored ground. If you should need a place to rest, we can make the necessary preparations. Marcus, I would like some training. Of course, Fatebinder. Look at that. She's already level 2. That's parry though. Exactly. Two-handed weapons. One hand. What the hell? She's using shit. She's using two-handed weapons. I have no idea. I'm going to waste money. That seems like a very good idea. Lucia, what can you train me in? What? Fuck. That's great. Okay, let's finish explore. Better quip. Glory to the voices of the rat. Fate by 31, I presume. I am Peter Quip. I'm here as an emissary of the Scarlet Chorus. What can you tell me about shit? I drew it.
It's all in the reflexes.
Hail to you, guardian of the law. You have effects rings waiting you down. Best unburden yourself before battle. You know that these favors offer a merchant in their camp. That must be a man selling only the finest provisions. Take a look and see what interests you. Might I take a closer look at what a disgrace? Standard inspection procedure. Of course, by all means, I have nothing to hide. We shall see. Okay, everything seems to be in order. I'm not going to start drawing. Strength of a spirit. Jesus. As I said, I'm not going to sell any weapon. I'm pretty damn sure. Give me a second, please. Okay, as I said, I didn't have much time today, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time when we shall, I guess, enter this camp. Nothing more to it. So, see you then. Goodbye.